is how I play the game! Oh my god! What the fuck?
Holy shit! That is an epic fucking intro, dude. And I have to warn everyone. Warning. What you may see right now is going to be absolutely disgusting. Sound good?
Sounds good to me.
In the month of August, I want to do pretty much an over-the-month celebration. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, you may not realize this, but I have been making videos for YouTube for 15 years. My original video was actually 2007, and it was me going to a tournament, Midwest Championships, in Illinois. And then I started consistently making gameplay videos in the fall of 2008. So, it is my 15-year anniversary. And it's been a wild ride, let me tell you. Ups, downs, and I'm actually very happy now with the content that I'm putting out. I feel like most of the nonsense and drama outside of my streams is just that. It has nothing to do with me. I don't create this drama. This is just shit that idiots do. And I'm just happy, you know, putting out the content I'm making now. I feel like I'm in a better place, really. And what I'd like to do is go down memory lane with all of you. I'd like to do several retro events to celebrate my 15 years as a creator. A retrospective event where you guys will likely be nominating your favorite moments from over my 15 years as a content creator for us to watch back together, okay?
Minimum effort, minimum money and time involved, maximum profit.
I also want to do a special Project 7 retrospective event where we go back and we watch that whole series, but while we're watching it, I can now add new frame of reference because last year we watched the John and Howard video about me that basically, you know, really talked shit about me for a couple of hours. And by going through Project 7 again with this new perspective, we can actually figure out what was actually going on with the show because it's kind of interesting to see it now with all this additional new information, right? In addition to that, I'm planning on doing a special tier maker event where we're going to rank all the games that I have said were either Game of the Year or runner-up for the last 10 plus years. We're going to see how did the games that I liked the most hold up over the years. Are some of them still held in ridiculously high regard, and did a lot of them age poorly, right? So that'll be very interesting to do. And see kind of like what, in my opinion, was the ultimate game from the last decade or so, right? In addition to that, we're going to likely be doing some retro playthrough stuff. So, for example, when I first started on YouTube, I wasn't doing full playthroughs. I was doing little snippets. Games such as Saints Row 2, Fable 2, Mercenaries 2, the original Assassin's Creed, one that I had played during that time frame but didn't do videos of, but talked about a lot, the original game. Also, my original game that I ever played, Star Wars The Force Unleashed, that was the one that I never did a full playthrough of, right? All kinds of stuff. In addition to that, we've also got those retro playthroughs from back in the day. For example, Final Fantasy 13, Red Dead Redemption, LA Noire. You know, those playthroughs that are lost to the internet and don't exist anywhere, but I have them on hard drives? We can finally figure out what to do with those, and as a celebration of my 15 years as a creator, figure out where I want to put those on the internet. Do I want to have them on the channel here? Do I want to rebrand another channel as a retro channel and put the retro playthroughs up there? We can figure all this out together, okay? So, August is going to be a fun throwback retro month where we're going to be enjoying so much stuff from the past and just celebrating 15 years of content creation together. I think it's going to be a great month with a lot of retro vibes. Now, before someone says something, it is true, officially my 15-year anniversary is September. It was actually September 2008 where I uploaded that first gameplay video of Star Wars The Force Unleashed. Star Destroyer gameplay sucks. I remember it, okay? Now, the reason we're not doing the 15-year anniversary in September is because there's too many new releases starting in September. Starfield starts on September 6th, and after that, like every week, there's new release after new release. I don't want to be tied up doing retro anniversary stuff when there's new games out. So we're going to do it along the course of August into early September and have it done by the time that Starfield comes out. Okay? So that is our plans for the summer. We've got a fun month here of Street Fighter and RPGs and the new stuff coming in once I wrap up with some of those games. We've got a fun Dark Side of Machinima event coming up later on this month. And then next month, we've got retro stuff to celebrate my 15 years as a content creator. And then we got new releases starting in September. So this sounds like a great schedule and a great agenda, does it not? I hope you think so. I'm really enjoying the content, all right? All right.
Oh my god, he's drinking piss.
Just great advice. Overall, like, that video will absolutely help my game. And I appreciate that he did that. I don't know why he did it. Maybe just because of my name recognition, because people are going to laugh at, oh, it's Dark Side Field. But I hope he got something good out of it. And it will help me. And I left a comment on his video last night after watching it, complimenting him, thanking him, telling him my perspective of someone who's coming out of essentially competitive retirement to try to play a game for the first time in 10 years, and, you know, basically giving him permission, saying, hey, you want to do anything on my content, a Street Fighter 6, go for it. And what I suggested, I said, I would love advice on characters like Zangief or Ryu, who I'd really like to get better with, but I know I'm not very good with. That I would definitely like more advice on. And of course, I urged him, I said, why not check out some of my more recent Blanca gameplay, where I've actually improved with the character, and I feel like I'm doing much better, but there's probably tons of room for improvement there, too, that maybe he could apply. So, anyway, great video. Hope you'll check out his channel, and, you know, that was awesome of him to do that video. Really, it was really well done. So, there you go. Okay. Alright, guys, that's it. That's what I got to talk about today. So, let's do shout-outs. We start off today on the YouTube side of things with Brad, who did a super chat and says, Diaphone's a cool guy. I know it's not your passion, but you'll always have a spot in the FGC. The old guard may cling to their silly grudge. Lots of new talent is eager to teach and to learn. Now, here's the thing. Alright, you say, the old guard clings to their silly grudge. What I found is that the old guard, a lot of them aren't prominent anymore. Like, you know, people back in the day who really didn't like me, is anyone really talking about those people in the fighting game community anymore? No, what's happening is there's a whole new guard that have come up since the prominence of Street Fighter V. The problem is, I wasn't involved. I hated Street Fighter V. I outright told everyone how much I hated Street Fighter V, and I didn't want to play it. And what happened was, it became the meme to just say, Darkside Phil did nothing. He never did anything prominent whatsoever in any fighting game at all. Even though there's documented evidence of me placing at EVO and winning EVO qualifiers the year when I won like 4 different EVO qualifiers, which was crazy. Everywhere I went, I was winning in Super Turbo. The fact that I was a tournament organizer.
He's like, blah, 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 blah. Shut the fuck up. Shut up. You boring bastard. Jeez.
Who ran the East Coast Championships, who ran other regional events and things, you know. But all that gets erased, and Phil just becomes a meme on the internet just because he's not actively playing fighting games anymore. Oh, I see. So how soon we forget, you know, someone who for 10 plus years dedicated all time, my free time to the community, but that doesn't count for anything now because you're a bunch of internet memesters, and it's funny now to do that shit, right? I don't really feel that today there's a big grudge against me in the FGC because of shit that happened back in the day. I think what's happened is there's just a young people who just believe I'm just some internet meme. They don't want to actually go back and realize I was good at Street Fighter at one point. I mean, I'm not anymore, but I was. And to erase that is incredibly disrespectful to the past in general. You know, it happened. You can't just ignore the past and act like it didn't happen just for the sake of getting a laugh. You know, what the fuck is wrong with you? And that's how people treat me. Like, oh, his legacy on YouTube means nothing. 15 years of content creation, oh, it's just piss in a bucket. It means nothing. Oh, he used to be a fucking Street Fighter player. Fuck him. He only played PS1 Super Turbo, which is, you know, completely untrue. But this is how people act. That's honestly what turns me off from wanting to engage with the modern FGC. That kind of attitude, that kind of behavior. And then you get someone like Diaphone, who's actually a really nice guy to me. And I'm like, what happened? I don't know. But it was nice. It was a breath of fresh air. Thank you, Brad, for the super chat. But certainly if someone was like, oh, I'm interested, maybe I'd like to contribute another pair of glasses for Phil to wear to the streams, that would definitely be something I would consider if you want to, you know, contact me about that. Because just yesterday, someone was like, can I donate something to your streams? That would be a good suggestion. You email me, we'll talk about it. You know, that would be a good one.
Disgusting beggar.
Dude, I'm really watching General Hospital right now. What the hell is going on in this game, man? Can we get back to something? Can we get back to fucking something interesting, for God's sakes? You're a chatty little bloke. Dude. My Ruin actually said in the chat, you better just get used to this. This is the whole game. Like, there will be times when there's, like, big boss fights and things that are interesting, but literally the entire game is broken up by this boring shit. Like, what the fuck happened here? Like, oh my god, man.
Damn it all. You're as stubborn as the old Sid was.
And next time around, we'll continue right from here, which seems like a good starting point for next stream, right? Thanks to everyone who chilled. Thanks to anyone who supported. Thanks for watching on demand. Be sure to leave comments. Let me know what you think about the game and the playthrough so far. That's really low. Holy shit. This is one of the slowest streams I've had in a long time. There's still this back here. And it's still in the back of my neck, the back of my head, the back of my mind, and it's always telling me it's WWE Champions time. I love it. I love it. Is a mobile game addict. Phil has indoctrinated children who send him money, blatantly milking for money. It's a money pit. It's gone, just gone like that. in an instant, fucking gone. I just care about money. I just can't help it. I eBay. Contributions are mandatory, but I need your help. I am appealing directly to you. No decency, no respect, no common sense, no fucking maturity. Is the guy who just doesn't get reality.